finished. Very happy with this one as well. But with this one, I've decided that I'm going to put the dates on that I finished them, and I've gone back to the other pages and I've put the dates on as well. And for my sort of we can add things on after we've created the collage, I've actually gone on and put gold foiling. I do love gold foiling to give it a little bit of oomph on there, and I've put some gold foiling in there as well. I've also stamped the word golf, and I've kept it very solid, really, like the background paper is quite solid as well, and this is quite solid. So there's my Ballymoney golf. But the prompts were something fast. Well, my something fast is the rubber stamp, car, and the people in there. I've interpreted it as fast because it looks as if her scarf's blowing out, so they're going quite fast to me. Then portion of lace, so there's my portion of lace at the top there. A game piece, well, my game piece is my game of golf, and as I said, this is my husband's golf card. And I actually stamped again the two golfers because it was quite plain when you opened it and it didn't go very well, so I stamped the two golfers there. I've also stamped them, and I stamped them and fussy cut them. With this one I stamped it onto the same paper, but with this one I just stamped it onto plain white copy paper, fussy cut it out and put it in there. Ledger paper, there's my ledger paper there with lots of gold foil on it. Foreign language text, there's my text in foreign language there. And the bonus says something lavender. Well, lavender, no, definitely not. So there's my piece, absolutely completed now, and I'm so happy with it. So I hope you enjoy it as well. Now I'm off to I go to a quilling group Tuesday afternoons, and they're a lovely bunch of ladies. Now, quilling is definitely not my thing, but you don't have to do the quilling. So I'm going to take along the prompts now for number 4, and I'm going to put things together for number 4 before I go, and that is something fancy. So I'm going to find something fancy, something that starts with an H. So I'm looking for something that starts with an H. Part of a recipe. Well, I have a recipe book that's quite old in my collection, so I'll look for that. A tree with fruit or blossoms. Well, I like that idea because I have some paper that has the Japanese blossom tree on it, so I might use that. And then something torn. Now, the bonus is something used in an office. Now, I might not use the bonus again, but it all depends on what I find. But as I say, I'm off to the quilling group this afternoon, and I'm taking all my bitses with me and filling another page. So hopefully I'll come back tomorrow with the page finished and done. And I think that'll be me up to date then. But anyway, I say I don't like quilling. Quilling, we lived in Kuwait for 7 years, my husband and I, and quilling was when I came back from Kuwait, he had to stay another 3 months longer than me. 3 months notice he had to give, but plus he couldn't leave the country without an exit visa. So to get his exit visa, he had to finish his term off. So I came back on my own, opened up the house, and the poor dogs went into quarantine. That was so sad, 6 months. But I opened up the house and I was quite bored, and my sister-in-law said to me, Shirley, there's a craft class in the evenings. She said, once a week, why don't you go to that? So I joined that and went to, and the first craft was quilling. Well, believe it or not, I loved it. I sat there and did this quilling and I thought, oh my goodness, that's gorgeous. But the following week was actually rubber stamping, and oh my goodness, this card here, I've kept it all these years. Now that was, I think, 2020 that I started stamping. And this card here, this little guy, was the first thing that I ever stamped and embossed. Well, the stamping, I wasn't too sure about. It was my first time of stamping, but when I embossed him and he came to life, that's it, I was hooked. And to this day, my husband always says, so this ugly looking, whatever it is, he says, started you off on your journey of spending all this money on craft. Well, I have to say, I laugh. I cannot get rid of this little card. It's the most, I don't know, basic thing you could ever see, but that was my journey into crafting and especially stamping. So it's a quilling group, as I say, this afternoon, but I don't mind. I'm just going and doing my page 4 of my Collage Weekly. As I say, I'll be back when I've done it and show you how I get on. Okay, everybody, thanks. Bye.